Want to come play golf on my course sometime? You know, like, so when people say at my course, you think like your home course, like you're a member of like Court of All, like some really expensive shit.
He means in his backyard.
Nah, bro, like, dude, when I'm telling you, like, this dude owned his own golf course, like, it's...
All right. Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
And welcome back to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm your brother Waleed, the other side of the coin. Today's episode is brought to you by Perseverance, because we actually made this happen. We said we was going to do it last week. We were all kind of buzzing.
Yes,
and
sir.
now we all here making it happen 10 years later.
Nah, facts, man. Facts.
I'll let you introduce our boy.
Man, we got a very special guest on today. You know what I mean? Me and Waleed knew him from our San Jose State days. But this man is, you know what I mean, much more than just what we knew him as.
This episode is 10 years in the making.
You feel
10
me?
years in the making.
But nah, we'll go ahead and let Mike introduce himself. Let the people know, a little bit about you.
Mike Lee from San Jose. So went to San Jose State with these guys, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, man. Just, you know, local kid.
Little mayor of San Jose.
Little mayor, you know, local kid doing local things, helping local people. That's all it is.
Hey, well, welcome to the pod, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, Dog.
A one-time guest is as a guest forever. The door's always open once you come here for the first time. So.
Man, I mean, shit, bro, let's just kick it off because it kind of goes back to, we kind of brought this up during our interview with Don.
Yep.
About the importance of mentors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before, you know what I mean, just give us what your journey was with your mentor, how you were before, and you know what I mean, the benefits you got from having a mentor.
Yeah, so like when I first kind of got started and, you know, the stuff I'm doing now, like when I started my first business, like let's say like a mentor is something that supports you through. You can get advice for, you know, certain business things, get advice for personal things, you get advice for a lot of things, right? There's a difference between a mentor, there's between a mentor and a coach, there's between a coach and a consultant, like, because like a coach is someone that you pay to like support you through like your business, like a business coach, like, oh, help me with this, right? A consultant is someone that you pay to solve a problem. Neither of those people are mentors. A mentor is typically someone it's free. They do it just out of love for you. They do it because they want to see you grow. And so that's the importance of mentorship, is like having that right person. But that mentor can support you through, you know, like, so one of my mentors right now, like, he helped me build my business, not necessarily build my business, but gave me the resources on how to build a business, right? I had a family friend who's literally like a dad to me. I was with him today. Like, he gave me my first job. He put me on. He's like, hey, man, have you thought about this? Like, him and I have, you know, made a lot of money together, right? I come with ideas. I didn't have the funds at the time. He says, all right, bro, here you go. Boom, I'm going to give it to you. I'm like, damn, just off the strength like that, you know? And this is like a white guy, bro. Like, this is different. And he said, hey, you know what, bro? Like, here, how much you need? He said, it was crazy. So when I was applying to San Jose State, like, I needed, like, I think it was like $5,000, you know, nothing crazy. I was like, hey, I need $5,000 to pay for my housing. And I was like, okay, I don't have the money. Like, I was a college kid working at his restaurant, making $10 an hour, you know, cash. Like, $5,000 is a lot. And so I told him, I was like, hey, man, like, you know, I want to get some money so I can stay on campus. You know, so I want to live on campus. And so he said, how much is it? I said, you know, I got like $3,000, but if you can give me like $1,500, that'd be dope. He was like, all right, cool. So he said, all right, cool. We're going to write a little contract, $1,500. And he said, so here's what we're going to do. Every time you get paid, you're going to come over here and you're going to give me, you know, let's say $200 until you pay it off. And to this day, he says I'm the only person that's ever paid him back. Like, he gives people money and they say, hey, like, here, I'll pay you back. And they never pay you back. You know, family, friends. And I was like 16, 17 at the time, you know? And ever since then, it's like I was working at his restaurant. I come home every Sunday after working. So I would get paid. I would work Saturday, Sundays. And I would come home. I would come to his house every Sunday. Okay, here you go. I would sign it. Here you go. Boom. You know, $200, $300. $100, whatever. Yeah. Sign it. He would sign it. I would sign it. All right, cool, great, cool. Here's your money. Go. You know, it's kind of built our relationship that way. So I have another mentor who was, you know, there for me when teaching me like how to kind of go through like this business process. Like how can I work on, you know, or like how can I build a business a certain way, right? Yeah. And he taught me how to do that, right? And then even like I look at some of my friends, like there's people that have been there for me when I was like Like there was a point in my life I was a really shitty friend, like really, really shitty friend. Like when I started making money, I was total like douchebag. Like dude, my friend sat me down and said, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" I can swear, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yo, like what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like dude, like this isn't you, right? And so with that being said, I was just kind of like, okay, I had to take a step back, and like my mentor pulled me aside and said, "Bro, we need to talk. Like you're acting crazy."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. Cause like I was all high horse, you know. I was like, oh, yo, dude, I'm fucking Mike Lee. I was in college, like back when I knew you guys.
Yeah.
I had a client, I was making like 30 bands a month, just net to my pocket. I was going to SJBG, you know, Amex. Hey, whatever you want. Hey, all y'all want shots? Fuck it, on me. Whatever.
I'm him.
hey, guess what? It's Tuesday, so it's $2. So I'm really throwing $30 in the Amex, yo, like big ball and 15 shots. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? $30. Yeah. But dude, like and then like, you know, he was like mentoring me, and then like shit hit the fan for that account that I had. And I had owed 60 grand to my vendor, you know, because my client was like, hey, can you hold off? He's like, let's keep going, but can you like, you know, let me catch up in the next month. Yeah. And I was like, all right. And 1 month turned to 3 months, and like my campaigns are $15,000 a month cost, you know, and it just kept going. So I ended up owing my vendor like $60,000, $70,000, and I was like, "Fuck, dude." Damn. So my vendor was actually one of my mentors, because like I was using his company to do some work, and he goes, "Hey man, you know you're racking up a tab," and I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like it's all cool. He's got it. I used to tell him he's gonna use me. He's like, "Got it. It's all good, bro. You got it." Shit hit the fan, bro. Fucking big ass tab. And then I said, "Dude, like how am I gonna do this?" So like the one thing about me is I hate owing anyone money. That's like my biggest thing. I always pay my debts. Yeah. Like I would never let that be held over my head. And so, like, you know, I had basically no limit on my credit card, and I was like, you know what, dude, fuck it. I'm just gonna put 70, 60. There was like 60,000 on my credit card, something crazy. God damn. And so I said, I'm just gonna figure it out.
Gives you more incentive to figure it out now, because you're like, all right, now
yeah,
let's go.
And then for me, like I didn't understand how credit cards worked fully at the time, and I was like, damn, I got a month to pay this off. I was like,
I gotta come up with 60 bands in a month.
Like, yeah, dude, like, and then so my mentor was like, he's like, dude, I just want you to know, like all the payments that you made to me, I put the money aside, because just in case you were gonna ask me for it to pay off your credit card. And I was like, why? Because he goes, dude, I knew you were gonna go in deep, because you were greedy, you were hungry, like you were super greedy. And he goes, all the payments that you made to me, I held on to it, just so that if you needed to borrow the money, I would have let you borrow. He goes, honestly, bro, I didn't think you were gonna pay me. Damn. He goes, dude, like he's like, dude, 60 bands is a lot of money. I said, hey, bro, like at the end of the day, like I pay my debts.
Let me ask you this: what was the age difference between you and him?
My mentor right now, he's 38. He turns 38 this year.
Yeah.
So it's about 10 years, 11 years.
That's why it's so beneficial, bro. Because, like, as the vendor, like, he's supposed to, I mean, if he wasn't, like, your mentor, so to speak, right? A regular vendor would be on your ass about making that payment, right? Yeah. But, like, he kind of, because he saw you as, like, a young and hungry dude, he kind of knew some of the mistakes that you would make, because he's, you know, been there, done that. Yeah. So that really helps to have somebody who's, like, because, like, you like him at 38 and you at like what 27, 28. It's like there's like a pretty big age difference to where he can kind of like guide you and mentor you, but you're also kind of still in the same generation, so he can kind of like he knows how to speak to you. Yeah, that's super useful, man.
Yeah, because this happened, like this interaction. I was like 23 when that happened. 23, 24.
Yeah, still young. And
so he just finished his 20s. And
he was 11 years. Yeah, he was 34, 35. Yeah. And he's like, hey, bro. And he looked at us, I didn't think you were going to pay me. I said, bro, I'm never not going to pay you. And so till this day, like, dude, I never slide on a bill. I don't owe, no one any money as far as I know right now. But it's like,
force you to maintain your relationships that way, though.
100%. I'm like, dude, like, I'm an honest guy. Like, I work hard. Like, I'll do whatever it takes. Like, dude, if I owe you money, like, I'll go for fucking, if I ain't got it like that, like, I'll go work at fucking McDonald's to pay you back, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That speaks to your integrity, and that's what makes people still want to keep doing business with you to begin with. Yeah. But I have two questions, bro. I was going to say, like, first, like, just give the people a little background about, like, what business you're currently running and, like, what the space you're currently in or industry. Yeah. And then number two, just to kind of build off of the mentorship. Because I can only have, like, one mentor in my life, in my workplace life that I could speak to. So it's really interesting to hear about, like, having multiple mentors. You think it's useful to have, like, multiple mentors in like different areas of life?
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about the mentor thing first. We'll talk about what I do. So the mentor thing, it's okay to have more than one mentor, right? Because someone else is going to give you a different point of view. Like I have a mentor that taught me a lot about sales and like, hey, how to really go after sales and be a people person. And someone else taught me how to like really enhance my like networking game, like really enhance that. Someone else taught me like what it takes to really like, run a business and how to really invest your money and where to invest it and like, real estate and going into shit like that. Yeah. Like it's okay to have multiple mentors. Like I think you have to have people in your life that specialize in something that's really good and they can give you that kind of advice if you want to go into it. Yeah. Because it's like, dude, like you have to look at like, hey, what kind of entrepreneur do you want to be, right? Or what kind of CEO do you want to be? And how does that affect, how can you build yourself around that and put people in your circle that can help benefit you? And you also benefit them, of course, it's a two-way street, to kind of help you grow in the right direction, right? We kind of talk about, so let's kind of jump into work. So technically, I found out the actual term for what I do. It's technically called private equity. And so basically, like we like invest in companies, we build businesses, and we provide business with resources to kind of, grow and sustain themselves. We own a nail salon out in Fresno. Nice. So it's about 3,400 square feet. Looking to exit that business next year. We had a cannabis delivery company for, a short period of time. We own a signage company, so like we do commercial building signs, so we work with commercial brokers, construction companies, and property managers. We have our clothing brand, Not Toxic.
Yeah, shout out to Not Toxic.
Shout out to Not Toxic. I was gonna bring you guys some shirts, but I was running late. But I got you next time.
No, it's good, bro.
But yeah, so like we do, like stuff like that. Like, I always look at businesses and I say, where's the value? Where's the value that I can add, right? Yeah. Because for me, like I know the value that I bring to a company. It's my network. Oh, and then I'll take a step back, and I'm also going into commercial real estate. Okay. Gotcha. So both on the broker side. So like, let's say if you guys like, want to start a business and I want to open a restaurant. Yeah. Okay, I want to find space. You can drive down the street and look for all the retail space you want, and you call them, you're going to get fleeced on your lease, right? That's what it is. Yeah. If you have someone to represent you, you can kind of go back and forth and negotiate better pricing. But I'm going to be working on a lot of stuff with like office spaces and warehousing, things like that. So, because I've done my whole life, I've been chasing big ticket commission.
The bag.
I've been chasing the bag my whole life. So that's why I'm looking to focus more on the residential side. Commercial side versus the residential side.
Smart.
So I got a buddy who cleared like in commissions last year, like 500K. In commissions.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. But it's like, he's been in the business for like 5 years, and I'm coming in at a 1-year broker. So, I'm pretty confident, but nonetheless, so Bridge Private Equity is what it is that we do. And then I invest in people. Like I don't really put a lot of money into companies. Like I don't care to like throw money in like a tech company and like software. Like I went to school for that. We all went to school for engineering, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. At some point in time. And it was just like, dude, I could throw my money into it, but to me, I don't get to know the entrepreneur. I get to know the business person behind it, right? Yeah. And software could be up at one day, and the next day it could be obsolete. ChatGPT came out, and fucking writers are obsolete now.
That's facts.
Just like that.
And it's like, dude, like tech it changes so often. I like investing in entrepreneurs, work with cool businesses,
So the business is sorry, man. I didn't cut you off. Just like wrap that up. So like they say your business is a reflective of you as a person. Just based on that little spiel that you gave, it seems like you're like a well-rounded individual. Yeah. And the business is like well-rounded. Like it's going to multiple avenues. You said like signage, clothing, like all types of different things. So you take little nuggets of information from all that. So that's dope.
And the things like people. Oh, and then we also have a networking group called HVN, so High Value Networking. So I used to be the former president chair for Silicon Valley Young Professionals. Yeah. And so I ended up terming out, and I wanted to kind of take it in my own direction. So I partnered up with 2 of my friends, and we have probably the best networking group in Silicon Valley right now. Yeah. People call me and say, dude, your events are lit. Alex, Alex? Yeah. Alex and his group actually performed at our last Christmas party. And I use
Shout out to Cosmic Roots.
Shout out to Cosmic Roots. And so it's like, for me, I look at it as like I can bring people together in a professional setting, right? Because like Not Toxic, we sell merch and we throw parties, right? It's very upbeat, but it's like, how are we making money at the end of the day together, right? Yeah. So that's where HVN comes into play. It's like, okay, like you want to get in the room with someone who closed $1 billion in real estate sales? Great. I know the guy that closed $1 billion in real estate sales. He's my homie, and you want to get into it. So now y'all can talk and see if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. And then going back to the topic of mentorship, it's like sometimes that person might not be the right mentor for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always a feeling out period.
There's always a feeling out period. Like you have to. I look at it as if you're like dating. You know, you have to go through a dating period.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this person might be dope, might be the greatest person in the industry, but the dude might be a fucking asshole, bro. Yeah. Like, and you don't want to work with him. Like, you don't want to work with him long term, or he might, you know, try and pull a wool over your eyes and shit like that. You know. Yeah. So yeah, and that's what I do. That's me.
That's what's up, man.
I mean, to kind of build off, like, you know what I mean, the company that you got, speak a little bit about your team, like how you ended up meeting them.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What brought y'all together?
Yeah. So the way I look at my business, so I treat all, like, private equity as one thing, like the things that we invest in. People say, how do you do all this stuff at once, right? I name like 5 or 6 different things. There's a team that's built around every business. Right. My nail salon runs on its own. My business partner in the private equity stuff, he lives in Fresno. He checks out every day. It's half a mile from his house. Right. Yeah. And so when we were building out that business, we had a girl that worked in the front. And when we switched our business model, we said we want her to come work with us. Like, come corporate. Like, stop working in the front. Yeah. You're way more valuable over here. And so now she's like, she's our company like project manager, and she helps out with like some assistant stuff that I need here and there. Fantastic. Like, she's killing it. And so with our team, like me, Faisal's my business partner, and then Imelda, and then we have some other people involved, but like the main core team is us 3. We're all very nimble, right? So we just made an investment into helping further build out a like billboard company. So we've been working with them, like just working on every day. Boom. We have a strategy that we're doing in place. The goal is to make as much money as possible, right? We got deals right now in the pipeline, $600,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're looking at things like this. We're just like, okay, cool. What's in the pipeline? How can we expand and make more money, right? You already have a good business. You just need to put some nitrous in the tank. That's it. And Nike going to be that nitrous and, push you forward, because I have experience in building teams, and you have a great platform, so let's see if we can make some money.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. Hey, so what do you think are the biggest lessons so far that you've learned as an entrepreneur?
If you see my Instagram, I'm going to say this a million times over, and I'm going to keep saying it. So your network is your net worth.
Yes.
Right?
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
It's about who you know, dude. Like, I've sat in rooms, I've played golf, I've done things with people that there is no way on earth I should have been there. And it's because, like, so I'll give you a story, for example. So I'm on the board for the ballet. It's called New Ballet School, formerly San Jose Ballet. Yeah, and so I'm on the board. I'm the youngest board member, all this other stuff, right? And so
slight flex.
Yeah, subtle flex. And so with that, we were having a meeting out here in downtown San Jose. And so we're having a meeting. We're talking about some new stuff we want to do for the ballet. Had some ideas. We're like, all right, cool, great. And so I go to the bar, and my mentor's there. Him and I were talking. We're just chilling, hanging out. I finished my meeting. He was there. We chat. And so this guy comes over. He goes, hey, man, Michael. It's like, oh, shit. And then I walk over. And so 8 months ago, I was at the same spot, and this guy is sitting there. He's wearing these stripper socks, like stripper silhouette socks, right? And then I walk up to him. I go, hey, man, what's up with the socks? He goes, sometimes I like to indulge. And I said, okay, dog, cool. And so someone had tipped me off about who he was. So it was John Fry, the guy that started Fry's Electronics.
Gotcha.
Billionaire,
okay.
Right? And so we're talking.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You just thought he was a weirdo?
Dude, I was like, cause someone tipped me off. He's like, oh, yeah, you know who that is? I was like, nah. He goes, that's John Fry. I was like, oh.
Sometimes I like to indulge.
I was like, cool.
It's crazy.
And dude, like he starts flexing on me. He's like, yeah, I just sold my Boeing 747 to Manchester United. He goes, yeah, I got 2 of them, but I sold 1 to Manchester. I was like, all right, cool, dude. And then literally I go, so how do you feel about Amazon? he goes, oh, you're funny. Because like now he knows I know who he is. Yeah. He just need a dickhead. Right?
Bro, but that's huge though that he knew who you were. But you didn't know who he was, like.
No, he knew who I was. So I'm getting back to.
He knew who he was.
So I got to talk about who he was.
Gotcha.
And that was our interaction. This was 6 months before. Yeah. And then so fast forward to we're at the bar, we're at the meeting. My mentor's there, right?
Okay.
And
yeah.
I hear Michael. I said, oh shit. I come over and he goes, hey, do you know who I am? And I was like, yeah. Word for word. I said, you're the motherfucker with the stripper socks. And he starts cracking up. He goes, we hold a bunch of stuff for the ballet. Kind of find out like he's involved with the ballet.
Gotcha.
And he goes, hey man, you want to come play golf on my course sometime? You know, like so when people say at my course, you think like your home course, like you remember like Court of All, like some really expensive shit.
He means in his backyard.
Nah, bro, like dude, when I'm telling you, like this dude owned his own golf course. Like it's called the Institute. Like people, you're gonna hear this on this podcast. Like, yes, I played at the Institute. Like it's ridiculous. And so the Institute is one of the most exclusive golf courses in the world. Actually, like there's less than like 30 rounds played a year. You can only play by invitation of John Fry or his brother.
That's crazy.
He pays taxes every year just to keep it up. It's not even like a legal course. Not supposed to have it. Tiger Woods has played there twice. You practice for the Fry's Open. Like Bermuda grass. It is
Where's it located?
San Martin.
San Martin.
And it's surrounded by these big ass trees, so you can't see in it. Like so all you see for miles is trees. And if you go back, it's a full golf course, 18 holes.
That's tucked away. San Martin is in between Gilroy and Morgan Hill.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like if you look it up, it's not even gonna pop on the maps. It's like
you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it. And
that's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and so I'm like, he goes, hey, yeah, come play. And I was like, all right, cool, dude. Like I have my clothes in my trunk right now. I was joking. He's like, all right, well, here's my cell phone number. Call me. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And so I get out of that meeting. I call my best friend. I go, hey, dog, like, have you heard of this golf course called the Institute? He said, hold on. He's in a meeting. Like, he walks out, and he goes, how the fuck did you get invited to play at the Institute? Do you know what that is? He goes, you're a shit golfer. How are you playing at the Institute? And I said, he goes, we got to go practice every day until you play. He's like, dude, like, how? He goes, how?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
All over some tube socks.
I was like, bro, like, we're talking about this dude's stripper socks. Like, all right, cool.
That's what's
up. And
up.
he goes, and then, dude, like, when I'm telling you, it was the craziest experience. Like you can't drive a cart. You have to walk the whole course.
Oh, damn.
Michelin star chef on site. All you can drink.
Damn.
All you can eat. Snacks every 3 holes. You have your own caddy. Like I tried to tip my caddy $100. Said, hey, no, like we can't take your money. And
you don't gotta play in front or behind any group. It's just all to yourself.
It's literally me, him, the head pro, which is the guy that manages the course, and then this other guy. His name's Jeff. He actually runs the San Jose State golf team.
Damn.
And so they were talking about, hey, like, we should the Fry's Open. Like the stuff we talked about was like, and
crazy.
So yeah, like, and I was networking. He was like, hey man, like, you know, like we should, you know, we might be able to work on something together. Like, what do you do? And I was always, what I do. He's like, okay, cool. Let's work on something. I was like, all right, cool. And him and I talked, and you know, made some shit happen.
The real question is, how did you play?
I play like shit, dude.
That doesn't matter when you're networking.
Bro, dude, I'm telling you, like, this is what I told him. I said, I'm be honest with you, I'm the shittiest golfer that's ever played here. I'm gonna be the funniest guy that you've ever met.
Yeah.
Dude. These guys are making side bets. I make putts, right? He goes, hey, bro, $100 says he misses it. He goes, all right, I'll take that bet. And I heard him hit my putt. I literally went up. I said, fuck you. And then it goes right in. I said, bet some money on your boy.
Bro, we were talking about this last episode. Golf is literally like the GOAT networking activity.
It really is.
And
like,
case in point right here.
I mean, here's the thing about golf, though. Like, golf is a sport where you have to be pretty good. Well, okay, the goal is not to be good. The goal is to be decent.
Decent enough to like.
Decent enough
hang.
to play, to hang. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a god.
Get your shot in the air.
Like, dude, if you're hella good, it's just like it's a whole different conversation. Like my best friend's hella good, like ridiculously good, like play since like we were kids, and so you know,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
man.
like it's like these lessons, like your net worth is your network is your net worth. That's like the most important thing.
Hell yeah.
And then the other thing that I feel like is important, it's your relationships. You know, like value relationships, keep up with people. Like, you know, like we've all known each other for like 10 years. Like
It takes effort. People
it takes
don't-
effort.
like
And I mean,
conscious
like,
effort.
dude, but I'm telling you, like, social media is so fucking easy, bro. Like, like someone, all it takes is you post a story, hey, bro, that's just lit.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta say. Or you gotta send a fire emoji. Hey, bro,
what
this
it's
shit looks
for.
dope. Okay, you make a post. Hey, man, you look good. Hey, congratulations. Hey, you know, like
Show a
whatever.
little love everywhere.
That's it. You just gotta just comment. It takes you 5 seconds. And the other thing is like, all it is 5 seconds, and it doesn't harm you. It doesn't do anything against you. Like
It's the worst that could happen.
even if it's a like it doesn't, like, I understand if you're like, oh, I want to have a follower ratio, right? Cool. You can still go like their post. Doesn't do anything for you. All it is help them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it helps you because you're like, hey, bro, like, I just want to show you some love today. Hope you're having a good day, dog. That's it.
That's what's
You know
up,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
people
real.
don't realize that. People are quick to say, "Oh, so and so's phased out of my life," or "I dropped so and so." But it's like, if you look back on it, how much we talked about this too last time. Like, how much do you give and take in your relationships? You know what I
Right.
mean? It takes also like a conscious effort to give on your part and reach out to people and make those phone calls.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't have to be best fucking friends, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you
tap
just
in with
say,
somebody.
hey,
Exactly,
bro,
yeah.
like that's I've made more money based on my relationships with people that hey, bro, you know, every quarter give you a call. Hey, man, it's been 4 months. What's up? Let's go grab a drink. Cool, great, boom. You can make time for all that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're really focused and specialized. Like, you know,
Simple.
man.
simple.
Hey, I know we jumped straight into it because I know you somebody that, you know what I mean, you got a lot of game to give to a lot of people that are, you know what I mean? But I know it's a little backwards. Let's try to like rewind it back real quick. Before you, the man that you are right now, give us a little backstory about Mike Lee. You know what I mean? Where you from?
Okay, yeah. We'll do that.
You know what I mean? Little humble beginnings.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'll tell you my whole story. Like I'm not afraid to talk about it. So I was born in Oakland. My family's from Richmond. I was raised in San Jose. I don't really tell people my family's from Richmond because like it's like, you know, a whole negative connotation. Like, damn, he a nigga. But excuse my language. I was trying to avoid saying the N-word the entire time, but there it goes. But yeah, so like you're like, all right, cool, man. Like, you know, from San Jose. We gotta edit that out, by the way. Just saying, gotta edit that shit out. But yeah, so I was born in Oakland, family's from San Jose. Born in Oakland, family's from Richmond. My mom told me growing up in Richmond, so I was kind of brought into San Jose. I went to private school. Started out going Rainbow Montessori from K to 3rd grade, or preschool to 3rd grade, and then I went to Valley Christian. I went to Valley Christian from 3rd grade to graduation. And then I went to San Jose State. So
San Jose State.
San Jose State.
Spartan up.
Yeah, and so kind of like my upbringing. So my parents got divorced in 2007, right? 2008, 2007, 2008. That whole like crash happened.
Yeah.
My family was pretty well off, right? Like my dad drove, you know, Maserati. My dad had the first hardtop convertible Mercedes in San Jose. My mom drove an Escalade. Dude, I feel like I was in a Transformer when I was driving around my dad. You know, we had a nice townhouse. Everything was lit. And then, and like my dad was ready to buy my first car as like a 1 Series Beamer at 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, dude, whatever. Because like, you know, he was making really good money. And then 2008 happened, and we pretty much lost everything. Like my dad owned apartment buildings and things like that, and we just had to live off my dad's savings because, like I'll tell the story. It's like my dad really didn't want to work a job that was beneath him. You know what I'm saying? Like you go from making 6 figures in 2008 to not having any money. You're not going to go work at Home Depot.
And that's human nature. I don't think anybody would, to be honest. Everybody would be reluctant.
It's like, bro, like, and my dad came into tech at a time where my dad got in without a degree. And so when people were hiring, they say, if you ain't got a degree, then, you know, we ain't bringing you on. Even if you got the experience, but you remember there was a period of time where it was degree. Yeah. And then it shifted back to, can you do the job, right? We're at the time now where it's like, hey, are you good? Yeah, cool, great, boom, let's do it. So,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That back to back.
yeah. So like 2008 happened, lost all our shit, and I remember I'm coming home from school one day and they're foreclosing on my house, and so pretty much I came home, they were changing the locks on my door. The sheriff just says, hey, you don't live here anymore, type shit, and so. I took all the money that I had from working and like I was tutoring. I first started my first like IT company. I was making good money, you know, and well, for like a 16-year-old. I mean, for anybody, I think I was making pretty good money.
Having an IT company at 16.
Yeah, 16, 17. Like, dude, between us and the podcast, dude, I was charged like $150 an hour. And like, it would take me like 40 minutes. I would charge $150.
Yeah.
Killing it. I was killing it, bro. But yeah, so I took all the money I had. I paid for like a U-Haul to get all our stuff put together. And my dad comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, like, I'm not leaving you, I'm leaving your mom." And I was like, "Okay, well, what does that mean?" And then he pretty much like was out of my life till I was like 21 years old. And so like me, my mom, my sister were legally homeless for about 2 years, like hotel, car, whatever. And then a family friend took us in. We just lived with her for a year. I saved up all the money I could, working, tutoring, and I was like, should I go the fast money route and start, flipping packs, or should I figure it out, like take my skills and just, go crazy. Yeah. So I decided to take my skills and just, keep working, keep busting my ass, tutoring, leaving school 4 or 5 o'clock, save money, buy my first car, doing all this shit. Like me and my sister went through a lot together, and my mom too, obviously, but she was working all the time, saved enough money. And I wanted to make sure we had 6 months runway of rent. And I went to a family friend and I was like, "Hey man, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I got some cash, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Like, can you let me hold some cash?" His company's doing super well. Yeah. To this day, we'll get to him, but like even, I was like, "Hey man, like, he said, "How much do you need?" I said, "Whatever you can give." And he said, "All right, well, just tell me how much." I said, "I don't know, $1,500 bucks." He goes, "I'm gonna give you $5,000. And I said, "All right, cool." Took my money, put all of it down to cover the first 6 months of rent. Yeah. I said, "Hey, like, I literally told my mom, I said, "Hey, you're never going to go to this shit again." And from that day on, I said, "You're never going to go to this shit again. We're never going to go through this. You're never going to be homeless again." Like, I refuse to let it happen.
How was that feeling, bro? If you can actually put it into words.
I can't. Like, dude, like, I knew that the people around me fucked with me, and they really wanted to see me be the best version of myself, right? Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I really appreciate everyone that supported us. Like, my mom borrowed money from other people too, and so I was like, all right, cool. So got the money. Fast forward, like, what are we? I'm 27. So like 3 years ago, is when my business really started to kick off. And I was making, I was doing pretty all right. I went back and I paid every single person back. I said, "Hey, I know my mom owes you money. Here's $1,200. Hey man, you gave me $5,000 when I was fucking 17, 18 years old. Here's your money back plus interest." Like, I paid every single person back. And so like, the funny thing is, like, people talk about like, me buying this car and everything. I said, I had the money to buy the car like 2 years before, what I'm saying? But there was debts that had to be paid, because like, I can't have a nice sports car and I owe people money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that don't make sense. That ain't right to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you owe me money, why the fuck you got a Lambo? You know what I'm saying?
It's just principle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And, I went out, I said, "Hey, you know what, here you go, boom. Here's cash, everyone, cash. They're like, "Wow, we just kind of gave it in hopes to help you guys out." And I was like, "Well, you know what? Like, it's my responsibility as a man to, take care of our debts for my family, and here you go, boom."
That's what's up, bro.
And so, yeah, and so like, dude, like that's kind of what like built me into where I'm at today, and being surrounded by really cool people. Like, I have my really good core group of friends that are all looking to do more, that are all looking to enhance themselves to be better and like do all this stuff, and and I get to actually do a mentor program for like, so I got featured in the NASDAQ. It was like the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center, something like that. Well, NASDAQ, like the actual ticker, NASDAQ, yeah. So there's an article about me from the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center, and they invited me to a mentor program. So like, I talk to entrepreneurs once a week, twice a week for 30 minutes, and I make it super straightforward. Today, I'm here to help you solve your problem, or give you some ideas on how to make it better, and then boom, keep it moving, boom, boom. So yeah, man, like that's what I'm all about. I'm a people person at the end of the day. It's like, how can I help you? Like,
Thanks for sharing that, bro, because I wasn't really aware of your whole story.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
Oh man, nah. I appreciate that. I mean, like, dude, like people say like, would you wish it never happened? I said, dude, I would do that shit all over again, because it made me who I am today.
Yeah, like, after you go through like a really rough period in your life, and then you think back into like what it molded you into. Like
worth
I
it.
never went through anything like what you went through, but everybody has like
Yeah.
what they consider their hard periods in their life. But you look back on it, you're like, damn, I was really going through it at that time, but I'm glad I did because it taught me a lot about myself and it got me to a better point in life. So
100%.
That's what's up, bro.
100%. And then like I have a rule now, like when I'm investing with like people, I don't care how much money you have.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you've made. I said, if we're doing this invest together, we're partners. And because like, you know, I've been very blessed to like hit a few numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, if we're investing together, have you made and lost money before? Like, because the first time you make money, like the first time you make a killing, you are the biggest asshole on the planet.
Yeah.
You get that high.
Dude, think about it, bro. Like, dude, like, remember, like, I was lucky enough to, like, you know, hit it when I was in college. And I was like, dude, I'm making 30 grand a month. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. Like, whatever. And then you lose it all. Like, okay, you're going to pay your tab? 70,000. You're going to pay your tab? 50,000. You can pay your tab? 40,000.
What's all that big shit you was talking now?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna solve this problem?
Yeah.
Try to come up with money in 30 days, like, you know. And that's when you really like can really turn the switch on and says, all right, am I gonna do what's right? Or am I gonna tell them to fuck off? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had other deals where it's like I've had partners where we're like, hey, you know what? We're going on this deal together, and I'm very blessed to have a business partner that feels the same way that I do. Yes, we're doing this deal. My buddy put up $100K for product during COVID, because I had a connect that could buy, you know, a certain product for him for his client.
Yeah.
He's like, cool, put up $100,000, and then so my connect pretty much scammed him, took all his money, and was like 100,000 gone.
A lot of money.
100,000 gone.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm talking to my business partner, and we're like, bro, like we recommended the deal, blah blah blah. There's good business says, hey bro, sorry, sucks. A good friend says, hey, you know what, bro, we're in this together. Like, I sent him out of our account $55,000. I said, this is my Corvette money. Fuck it, here you go. I'm a good partner. He hasn't spoken to me since, but to me, I can sleep at night because I know I did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my own money. Like, it was money gone for him. Like, he would have been screwed. Like, money gone. But at least you made half of it back. Like, you can figure out like, you know, I did what I'm not even supposed to give you the money. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Right? But as a good friend, like, we were friends.
Yeah.
And say, hey, you know what, here we go, let's go.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
You got to
Crazy.
stand on your principles, bro.
Crazy
You know-
how that's the last convo though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man, but like, at the end of the day, like, I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can sleep at night knowing that I did the right thing. You know, it doesn't haunt me. It doesn't, you know, like, if I was like, hey, bro, good luck, dude, it would tear me apart on the inside.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point, you can know it's like, okay, any falling out or whatever, it's just like, was outside of my control. Cause I did what I needed to do, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even bro, when you look at something like that, like shit, you know, 55 ain't like a small amount of money.
It's not.
But
It's not.
that was enough money to get him out your life while better shit comes along your way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just say you never gave him that, he'd probably still be around and fucked you over for something even bigger.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and people are vindictive too, you know. But for me, I look at it like I take my life day by day. I work with cool people. I pick and choose who I work with. Like, on bigger deals, I pick and choose who I work with. My clients, I don't really pick and choose. But like, when I'm working on a deal, we're trying to make some money, I want to pick and choose. Hey, I want to rock with you because I rock with you.
What value do you add?
Like I don't like, unless the only time I'm like, hey bro, like this deal's worth $1 billion, right? All right, cool, whatever. I don't care who you are. But it's like, outside of that, it's like, all right, dude, we're gonna do this. If you're not the right person, like, I don't mind saying no to money nowadays. Like, you could tell me, hey, we're gonna make $100,000, you know, or we're gonna make $500,000, gonna make $1 million. I said, bro, but you're an asshole. Like, dude, like you're not a good person. Like, why would I want to sell my soul to the devil?
Yeah.
You know, like,
You really got to be careful who you do business with.
you have to, bro. People sleep on that. People think all money's good money, but it's not. Like, dude, like, there's not an amount of money you can tell me to sell my soul to the devil. And my really close friends really know. It's like, hey man, like, Mike really like had the opportunity to sell his soul. He really didn't, you know, because like, dude, like I'm gonna rock with my people all day. Like, if you're my folks, I'm gonna rock with you. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna rock with you, you know.
Yeah, you could tell who was raised right and who wasn't. And as far as like business purposes, stay away from the people that you can just tell weren't raised right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, or you can kind of look at like there's also ways to work around it. You don't have to be close to them.
Facts.
You know, you can
keep it
people serve a
transactional.
purpose. You know what I'm saying? Certain people serve a purpose, right? And then that's their purpose. Then you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reason,
You know?
season, or a lifetime. You know.
That's
We
it.
had one trivia question that I can't remember off the top of my head. It was the last question.
So, pretty much, you end up going broke again, right?
Okay.
You lose all your contacts. You in a whole new place. You don't know nobody.
Okay.
Somebody's like, here's 10 bands. What are you gonna do? What steps would you do to take that 10,000 and turn it into, let's just say, $250,000?
In what time frame? Whenever?
Yeah. You let us know how long it would take. What the, you know?
Oh no, that's a tough question. 10 bands to 250.
You still got the knowledge you got.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's funny because I actually want to do this. So I've always talked about moving to like New York and starting fresh and like not know nobody and just like see how far I could go for 6 months to a year. I want to do that before I'm like 35. I want to just go to New York for 6 months to a year, just be like boom.
Because all it could do is expand your network.
And that's it. I'm like, dude, like I won't live in poverty. Like, like also have a good spot, but I'm like, I'll start don't know nobody and just
Get
go
my social
crazy.
life out the mud.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to do that. 10 bands to 250. I mean, like, bro, like the stuff I do now, like I would look at starting a business that's 10 bands to 250. I would look at starting a business I won't even do that. I would just sell something. You know what I'm saying? Take that 10,000. I have the same knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even need the 10,000. That's same knowledge. Like, dude, like if the fast way to make money is to sell a product to somebody or sell a service to somebody, right? You can make bigger money selling a product, selling a service. It's hit or miss, but because you look at all the people that are billionaires where they sell products, Walmart products, Fry's products, Facebook products. Right, monetization. Like if you sell something, find a margin. Dude, maybe I'm gonna go sell fucking 100,000 wallets at $2. There you go, 200 grand right there, or 20, or you know what? I'm gonna sell this shit for $20.
Exchange of goods and services, baby.
That's it.
I think it's a
Like,
matter of just feeling out whatever area you're in and then figuring out what works.
That's it. You use the 10 bands to buy products that you feel like could make some money on it. Don't buy too much. Don't spend all your money.
Yeah.
Test the market, get it out there, and then build a hype.
There you go.
Boom.
Next thing you know, you on Shark Tank.
Next thing
Literally.
you know, you're on Shark Tank. Bro, I'm telling you, like, that's what I would do. Sell something. Use your money to buy something and sell it. That's it. Same knowledge, dude, monsters. I'll do it all day.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Shit, bro. Feel like appreciate you coming on.
Oh, yeah,
Feel like
man.
you gave us a lot of game, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
A lot of
like-
gems. A lot of
Hey,
gems.
man,
Lot of-
I'm
you know
just,
what I mean?
I'm just here to share,
We got
you know.
Spirit and Nipsey in the back right here.
Hey,
too.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prolific.
But overall, bro, I appreciate you sharing your story with us. I know we kind of went backwards.
Oh
with it,
yeah.
but,
I mean, like, bro, like it's all good. Like I always share my story. Someone told me, he's like, hey, bro, like maybe someone can learn something from your story. You know,
Facts.
maybe someone can take something from your story. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's
What do we say this episode is brought to you by? Perseverance.
perseverance.
There we go. Full circle, baby.
Full
But
circle.
Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate
Hell
having
yeah.
me, dog. This
Hey,
is,
like we always say, bro. Fucking
Once a guest, always a guest,
There
man.
we go.
hey, man, yeah, just let me know. But yeah.
Before we sign off, shit, you want to let them know your socials? Where to
Oh
find
yeah,
you,
yeah. You
anything
can follow me on
upcoming you got?
Instagram at It's Mike Lee. I'm the only It's Mike Lee on there, so at It's Mike Lee clothing brand at We Are Not Toxic. We host parties and sell merch. Yeah, if you want to connect, you know, I have questions. I'm always an open book. I'm always down to have a conversation and put someone on. That's it. It's to put the right person on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't put just everyone on anymore, but you got to be, you got to really be hustling for it. That's it.
Yeah.
And yeah, this episode is also brought to you by the Charles Davidson College of Engineering. bro.
Hey, Charles W. Davidson
brought us here.
Carl's Engineering.
Shout out to Charles W.
Hey, yo, I
Davidson.
appreciate the scholarship. That full ride saved me a lot of money, baby.
Hey, salute to Charles.
Salute to Charles.
Salute to Charles.
Well, shit, man. Here we are at it again.
Yeah.
Another podcast in the books.
Another one in the books.
You
What
feel me?
episode is this?
51.
51.
Hey, man, I'm glad.
Road
to be part of
200.
51. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely,
yeah,
bro.
I want to be a part of it. That's it.
Hey, man. Well, shit. On behalf of the 2 Coin Podcast, it's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm Waleed, and we are signing out this motherfucker.
All right, peace.